Hello, all benders and non-benders, and welcome back to Avatar Generations. And today, we have a nice little Earthbender event to keep us going while we are enjoying all of the new Team Azula stuff. We've had a lot of Firebenders and Fire Nation stuff lately, and now we're pivoting over just a little bit, very briefly, to some Earthbenders. So let's talk about that right here, right now. We have the Overloaded Offense event quests here. This one is very much focused on pretty much just doing things with Earth Element heroes. First of all here, as you'll notice, I've done a couple of them here. Battle using Earth Element heroes, done a couple of those. That one is just have some Earth Element heroes in your team, some Earthbenders, and then just do the activity battles. You can do the skip tickets and all that jazz. In fact, I highly recommend it, because if you look a little bit lower, we do have skip ticket quests. So, just throw in your Earthbenders when you're doing your stuff. Note that it does not count the event quests for the current Azula event. You actually have to do things like the pirate domains, the arts expeditions, things like that. Speaking of that, we do have completing the elemental quest for Earthbenders, completing training ground battles, stuff like that. Very, very standard stuff. We've seen all of that before. So basically, you go through those missions, make sure you have Earthbenders, and you will complete several quests all at once. Battle using Earth Element heroes. Again, this is for just the activity battles, and this one will actually grant you a nice 3-piece chaos tickets. Once you do get to that 80 point. If you haven't already summoned Azula May or Ty Lee, these Peace Chaos tickets might be worth more than... They might be worth their weight in gold to you, so get them while you can. Next, we have win battles with specific art sets. The first one here is the Lightning set. That's the purple crit rate set. You can get that in the art expeditions. Next here is the Time art set. This one you can get in the Kyoshi timeline. That's found specifically on that the Iceberg Pirate Outpost. There's basically a resource node that turns into a battle node and then goes back and forth between that. That will grant you this set. And then the Justice art set you can get in the Timeline shop. So that's how you find those 3 sets. Just make sure you do have a character with at least a 2 set of each. You don't need a full 6 set. A 2 set will get the job done. Once you do your skip ticket stuff, you'll get another 3 summon tickets, always good. Completing adventures. This is just walking around with Earthbenders, just doing your pathing every day, using Earthbenders to do it, and that'll get you some energy. Never a bad thing, especially considering we have the event quests. And if you're looking to get the maxed out Team Azula relic from the event quests, that bad boy can be very energy hungry. So this is a welcome treat indeed. And then all of that culminating in a rather generous 500 nature stones here. 5 completions on the quest, 100 nature stones each. Not bad for what is... I mean, this is very much kind of a filler event. Nothing too crazy, no new characters. But it's got some good loot that you really don't want to sleep on. You've got, of course, energy's never bad. Peace Chaos tickets in there. You've got some regular summon tickets. And then the nature stones are especially good. We do have a banner here that we do want to go over very briefly. This is basically a rerun banner of the Four Nations Earth event. This is basically what that is. The 2 characters we have on here is Xin Fu here. Very popular hunter character, mostly because of his bounty effect from his passive. That will basically make the enemy take extra damage whenever a hunter character attacks them. Hunter characters being Xin Fu. Moonslayer Zhao is actually a hunter character. Xin Fu used to be super meta way back closer towards the early days when defense was a bit overcranked. Nowadays, he has certainly fallen off as far as PvP goes, but for things like the King Boomy boss fight, especially if you're a newer player, Xin Fu can be downright essential for the King Boomy boss fight. He does some very good and very necessary damage to take down both Flopsy and Boomy quickly, because Boomy has an immense amount of health. And then we do have the Champion's Belt here. Permanently increased damage dealt by 15% when you defeat an enemy. This is usable on characters with the, I believe it's the competitor. With the competitor sigil here. There's not many that have that, but there are a few here and there. So that's basically what we have as far as those two. And then we do also have 5-star Toph. Toph can be interesting because her passive basically grants her a dodge every so often. And she did just recently get a pretty healthy Team Avatar glow up. She now synergizes a little bit more with Team Avatar characters, which, when put together correctly, it can actually do some cool stuff there. So just kind of something to keep in mind if that is what you are considering. Looking at the rates here, it is a little bit higher, sitting at a 4%, so not too bad there. 1% on Xin Fu, 1% on Toph, 1.5 on the Champion's Belt, and then the rest of it, last 0.5, is divvied up between the supports. We actually have the Inagi here in the supports with the others. The Inagi was very much a late arrival because the Goat Girl has been in there for a while, but the Inagi's been out since the official global release of the game. But the Inagi has finally found its way into the general pool. So, you know, hey, we get to see the Inagi. If you have your special element teams, you got maybe a Blue Spirit or your Kyoshi Warriors, and you wanted some Inagis, now you have that chance. So, that is the gist of it. The biggest thing is just remembering to use your Earthbenders whenever you're doing your walking, whenever you're doing your activities, Pirates Domains, training, all that jazz. Just bring your Earthbenders and you will be pretty much good. One more thing that I do want to bring up, at this very moment as time of recording, they do have some discounted ticket items here. You can get 1,000 energy for only 250 nature stones, which by energy standards is pretty good. Again, if you're really down bad on the event quest, that can give you a nice little leg up. You also have some relic tickets and support tickets. Not really anything crazy there. Really wouldn't recommend. Character ticket is very good if you're an early game player, if you just need characters. Skill level token is pretty much always good. You can't go wrong with the skill level token. And then actually went ahead and got these. But Peace Chaos tickets are discounted. For the 20 Peace Chaos tickets, it is a 2,000 Nature Stone value for only 1,500 Nature Stones. And then the 7 Peace Chaos tickets, which you can actually buy 4 times, are a 700 Nature Stone value for only 500 Nature Stones. This is very clutch. The reason for that is the Triple Threat banner. Peace Chaos banner, 3 characters on it in the form of Azula, Mei, and Ty Lee. Some people are going to be struggling for those Peace Chaos tickets, assuming they haven't already spent their Nature Stones, which for their sake I'm hoping they have not. That can be a nice little way to get some discounted Peace Chaos tickets to spend on this banner, or in my case, to replenish your stores. But that is all we have for this event. Hopefully, since this is very much a filler event, maybe that means we got some cool stuff coming in the future. Maybe some guild stuff. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. I know we've been wanting guild bosses for a while now. Hopefully, we will get something along those lines very soon. Let me know down in the comments below how your summons have been going, how your events have been going, or just any stories in general. Always fun to read. And we shall see you next time. Have a good one.